Notre Dame football recruiting fans, thank you for joining me back on the channel today. 2023 top defensive back target for the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, Justyn Rhett, has committed to the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. He was offered back in June when he came to South Bend for the Irish Invasion Camp, which took place on June 6th. Ran a 4.4, I believe, in the 40-yard dash. Just had a very, very good performance. At that time, he had already been offered from some big-time schools, Oklahoma, Tennessee, and Georgia. I think were already on his list at that point. And then Notre Dame offered. I think Alabama offered a few weeks later when he went down to Tuscaloosa. And so, yeah, big-time player. That's all you need to know. Ranked 101st in the 247 composite ranking. So that means, according to ESPN Rivals and 247's own rankings, together, his average is about a 101. Rivals, I know I think in the 50 or 40 range. So elite player. I mean, plays for Bishop Gorman, is teammates with early Notre Dame defensive end Viper target Cyrus Moss. Has had a very good junior season. His highlights are quite short, only included 5 games here. But yeah, I mean, one of the best defensive backs in the country. 6'1", 180, I think. So has the size. I wouldn't be shocked if he grows another inch or two. Just looking at pictures today of Joshua Burnham, 2022 Notre Dame linebacker commit, he has grown considerably since committing to the Irish in February. I think he's grown at least an inch or so. So these kids still have time to fill out, but Marcus Freeman has identified him as a top target since he camped in June. And yeah, big pickup for the Irish. I think he's going to be a corner at the next spot, at the next level, excuse me. He's been playing corner out in Vegas, and that's where he projects at due to his size and whatnot. But yeah, Notre Dame needs corners, needs big-time elite corners from the West Coast. This is big. Jaden Mickey, 2022 cornerback, is from Corona, Centennial, California. One of those top 200, 300 guys in the country, West Coast defensive back. This is what you need. Notre Dame has always been lacking at the corner and safety position, except for Kyle Hamilton, of course. Peace out, Kyle. We love you. No hard feelings there. I didn't feel like making a video for him and Kyron leaving for the bowl game. I was a little surprised when Kyron didn't, but we all knew Kyle would probably skip the bowl game if we didn't make the playoff. Anyways, these defensive backs, Notre Dame has needed to recruit at a higher level, and landing Justyn Rhett, possibly landing guys like Christian Gray out of St. Louis, Malik Muhammad out of Texas, who the Irish are still heavily involved with, even though he excluded them out of his top 12. Not really sure what that was. AJ Harris, I think that one's over, but top 15, 20 cornerback from Alabama. This is what Notre Dame needs to take that next step. Peyton Bowen, Ryan Yates, a pair of top 100 corner and safety prospects from Denton Guyer, Texas, out in Denton Guyer High School out in Texas. So landing these guys are huge because Notre Dame recruits the offensive line extremely well. Wide receivers have been good lately. I'm not going to speak on the Dell Alexander situation. I don't know, but I do expect that he will be back. That's what I'll say. Tight end, of course, Notre Dame is up there for tight end. Running backs have been great. Notre Dame just needs that elite quarterback and some better DBs. And landing a guy like Justyn Rhett sure as hell helps that. Will he be a day one starter? I don't know. I don't think he's a Kyle Hamilton type. Depends how the room is looking. In the 2021 class, not huge on Philip Riley, not huge on JoJo Johnson, even though he was playing very well until he tore his ACL. But I'm very high on Ryan Bo Barnes. I think he can play really well. Ramon Henderson from the 2022 class is looking good. Cam Hart's playing really well. He's still young, has a few years. Tariq Bracy is nearing the end of his career. Clarence Lewis is still very young, has a few years left. So Notre Dame has some more time with these corners. I expect next year the 5-guy rotation in the DB room to be Bracy, Lewis, and Hart at corner, and then probably Houston Griffith and DJ Brown at safety. But you'll never know. Maybe you'll see a safety transfer coming, even a corner, but I doubt it. But landing a transfer a grad transfer, or even an undergraduate transfer to fill in Kyle Hamilton's role would be big. So yeah, that's all I got to say. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe. Comment if you have any questions. Peace.